Aristotle was one of the greatest philosophers who ever lived and the first genuine scientist in history. He made pioneering contributions to all fields of philosophy and science. He invented the field of formal logic, and he identified the various scientific disciplines and explored their relationships to each other. If you can't explain it simply, surely you don't understand it well enough. What is good for others is something that always really makes it happy. Try not to be a successful person, but be a brave person. You will never fail until you stop trying it. Quality is not an act, it is a habit. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. There is no great genius without some touch of madness. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. In all things of nature there is something of the marvelous. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. A friend to all is a friend to none. The worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal. Good habits formed at youth make all the difference. Republics decline into democracies and democracies degenerate into despotisms. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. He who is unable to live in society, or who has no need because he is sufficient for himself, must be either a beast or a god. Education is the best provision for old age. The ultimate value of life depends upon awareness and the power of contemplation rather than upon mere survival. Democracy is when the indigent, and not the men of property, are the rulers. Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees the others. Jealousy is both reasonable and belongs to reasonable men, while envy is base and belongs to the base. For the one makes himself get good things by jealousy, while the other does not allow his neighbor to have them through envy. Probable impossibilities are to be preferred to improbable possibilities. The end of labor is to gain leisure. Education is an ornament in prosperity and a refuge in adversity. We make war that we may live in peace. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow ripening fruit. Those who educate children well are more to be honored than they who produce them, for these only gave them life. Those the art of living well. Suffering becomes beautiful when anyone bears great calamities with cheerfulness, not through insensibility but through greatness of mind. All paid jobs absorb and degrade the mind. A great city is not to be confounded with a populous one. Weight is educated insolence. It is best to rise from life as from a banquet, neither thirsty nor drunken. The most perfect political community is one in which the middle class is in control, and outnumbers both of the other classes. For one swallow does not make a summer, nor does one day, and so too one day, or a short time, does not make a man blessed and happy. It is just that we should be grateful, not only to those with whose views we may agree, but also to those who have expressed more superficial views, for these also contributed something, by developing before us the powers of thought.